What's it like to grow up in a household where it's just hockey all the time?
Yeah, I think it's definitely pretty special. I guess it's something you get put into at a young age. Obviously, all my siblings were doing it and my dad, so I guess I kind of got through into it, but I think it's really special and I'm really lucky to have them.
Who do you think has had the most impact from a family perspective on what you've done in hockey so far?
Yeah, I think it's definitely my dad. He was my coach a lot of the time growing up, so I think he's taught me so much I know today, so I think, yeah, definitely my dad.
You're in a bit of a different situation than most based on your growing up in the hockey in the family, but at what point did you think you, Gabe, might be able to make a go at this and make it a career for yourself?
Yeah, I think when I was playing U14, U15 Mission, I was watching my brother play major junior, and I said, why not? I can do this too. So I think watching him just inspired me a lot, and I think that's when I decided that's what I wanted to do for a while.
He'll jam it down low behind the net for Perreault. Caught it off the boards. Here he goes, the Michigan. He scores! Perreault pulls the Michigan off. A power play tally. Jacob Perreault.
So he's now making his way in the pro ranks. How much do you lean on him for what you're going through?
Yeah, I think a lot more than I used to. I think obviously when you're younger, you don't talk to him that much. It's more coming from your parents and obviously my dad a lot. So I think I talk to him a lot more now. I think with the draft stuff, it's also nice to have him. Obviously, his wasn't in person, but I think he can tell me about the interviews and little tips like that. But the biggest thing he tells me just to not worry about it too much and everything will come.
And one more point, he'll tie the great Austin Matthews. He's on the move. Perreault in, forehand, and he shoots, score! There's the tied record. And on cue, Gabe Perreault makes it 2-0, and he's tied the great Austin Matthews.
Your season it's historic. Like, there's not a lot of guys who have done what you've done. When you think about the likes of an Austin Matthews or Jack Hughes and what those guys have done in the National Hockey League, I mean, how does it feel to be in the conversation with those names?
Yeah, I think it's definitely pretty cool. Obviously, it's those guys you look up to, the Matthews, the Caulfields, the Hughes, and all of them. So I think just having my name with them is obviously really special. But I think obviously there's still a lot to work on.
Part of what makes you so good, in my opinion, from watching it, your ability to think the game is elite. The hockey IQ, I'm watching, I'm like, why is he going over there? And next thing you know, the puck is over there. Or why is he taking that route? And next thing you know, you meet the puck and the man there. So what is it about the hockey IQ? Is that something innate, or is that something that you have the ability to work on or continue to work on?
Yeah, I think it's something I try to continue to work on. I think for our mission team growing up, it's always something my dad tried to teach us, just be creative and make plays. So I think that's always something. And I also wasn't the biggest guy growing up, so I had to find a different way to make plays and get around guys. So I think that's where probably it came from a lot.
We're in this position now. We're thinking about the draft. Do you ever have to stop yourself and say, "Oh my goodness, like this is here now. This is right around the corner." Is it weird?
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit weird. I think it's something you don't think about too often, but when you think about it, you're like, yeah, it's pretty crazy. That's happening pretty soon. So I think, but obviously it's also nice having all these guys with it to. Pretty much everybody's in the draft year, so I think going it with them it makes the process so much easier.
A lot of guys that are ranked high. If it's Will, it's Ollie, it's Ryan. I mean, any friendly bets going on with the boys?
No, nothing yet. I think more competition in practice and stuff like that. Try to make it tough on each other, but nothing yet. We'll see after the season.